There's a hole burning through your chest. I didn't do anything wrong.
Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back. I'm just got her keys.
How much have you really had to drink?
Had 2 Coors Light and Dirty Bourbon, sir.
232? Yeah. You shouldn't be driving. You know that.
In today's video, we're exposing what happens when corrupt cops overreach their authority and get a harsh lesson in accountability. These cases document how their abuse of power blows up in their faces. This is not your everyday story. Things are about to get real. Jeff Opello, a veteran police officer of the Bloomington Department, Indiana, would commit a series of break-ins to the houses of 3 women and would expertly cover his tracks. However, on his 4th attempt, he would be caught by one of his fellow officers on June 10th, 2006, and be taken into interrogation.
Because you came down here in their car. I don't know where we're gonna go. I don't know where we're gonna
What's going on? I don't even know what you're talking about.
I understand that, Jeff, and you understand, just like I do, that I can't talk about anything until we get this a little bit out of the way.
All right.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say cannot be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have one present with you while you question. If you can afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide any time to exercise these rights, not answer questions or make any statements. Do you understand those rights I've explained to you?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay. Have those rights in mind you wish to speak with me.
About what?
Okay. Well, last night, all right, there was an issue that came up, right, out on the southwest side of town, all right? You know what I'm talking about? I want to hear what you have to say about it, and I'm really hoping there is a good explanation for it all. Did you meet up with the police officer last night?
You're talking about Zena.
Yes.
When I was walking around by the lake, looking at the lake down there, I drove down there. I couldn't sleep. All right. Houses come up for sale in that area all the time. I'm interested in buying my mother-in-law a house. She lives up in Greeley. She's poor. She's on fixed income. I wanted to move closer to us. Houses come for sale. There's a townhome right there for sale. It won't work, but anyway, I was looking to see what kind of access went down to that lake. That's all. All right, I was starting to walk around, parked, walked down, looked at the lake. When I was leaving,
Where'd you park it?
I don't know the name of the street.
Pello tried his best to come up with the best excuse he could in that moment. Having been caught red-handed in such a serious crime, he tried to appear as just a loving family man.
You know, you understand how difficult the situation this is for everyone involved, including yourself.
Really?
All
Yes,
right?
I understand.
And irregardless of what our feelings are towards each other and that kind of stuff, I think we've always got along. I think we've always been able to speak openly about that. There's just some things that happened last night that just doesn't add up. And you know, Jeff, you know, as a former investigator yourself, that there are things that we know. Okay? Why would you be in between 2 houses looking at houses?
I couldn't keep going straight. There's a drainage thing that goes down the lake. I couldn't keep walking. So I walked up, the dog started barking, and oh hell. So I walked up between the houses, going to go to the road. All right. He comes around, I thought maybe it was the homeowner. I was like, I don't want to startle, He startled me, so I turned to walk back down. He said, stop, please. I was like, oh, hell, it's cop. I turned around and walked back.
Jeff, well, you know, as being a police officer, that kind of thing is not within the norm. We don't, as police officers, we don't walk around at 12:30 at night in the morning, walking in between houses.
The interrogator found Pelo's ridiculously innocent-seeming story hard to believe, especially considering he was a fellow police officer and should have known better, or so he thought.
I walked between the houses, I was by the lake, I couldn't keep going, so I walked up between the houses. That's it. I mean, that is it. That's it.
Think about what you're telling me.
I am thinking about what I'm telling you, the truth. I went down there, looked, what kind of public access is down there? I walked, I started going to the west side, but there's fences or, and I was, oh hell, I come back around the other way.
Was the lady scared to death? Scared?
I don't know nothing about the lady.
What I'm telling you I'm telling you, she was scared to death. She was an absolute basket case.
It wasn't for me.
What? Yes, you were in between the houses. You were in between the houses. What if this would have
I
happened?
walked up between the houses and Zeman was there. That's the one time I went between the houses.
What if this would have happened? Would you be a little bit concerned? Happening to her?
But I don't understand what you're saying. The only time I walked between those two houses was when I was walking from the lake and up.
But that's what.
Pelo remained adamant on his innocence, but the more the interrogator tried to question him, the more Pelo would begin to exhibit panic behavior, like a child caught by their parents.
The only time I was between the houses when I walked up and Zeman was there, she'd already called.
Jeff, Zemer had already been throughout the whole area. You were the only person there. It was 12:30 in the morning. It was 12:30 in the morning.
The only time I walked up between the houses, those two houses, was when Zeman came in. Alright? I mean, I walked from the lake between the houses, there's Zeman. Obviously, I'm not the one scared of women because that's the only time I was there.
But you wanted out of there quick. Because I know from the amount of interviews I've done and the amount of interviews you've done that, and there's no doubt in my mind, there's a hole burning through your chest.
I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, you can sit here and say whatever you want. I did not do anything wrong.
Within your perception, you may think that you did.
It's not a matter of my perception, it's a matter of reality. I didn't do anything wrong. Whoever was terrorizing that woman, I have no clue who it is. Alright, it's not me, I don't know, the only damn time I walked between those houses.
The interrogator, having known Pelo well, simply found it hard to believe he was innocent. It must have been heartbreaking to see a friend turn out this way. Pelo didn't have a hole in his chest from guilt, but simply for fear of the consequences for the horrible things he did to his victim. But unfortunately, consequences was all that was in store for him. In all, the veteran officer, who was convicted of repeatedly assaulting 4 women between 2002 and 2005, and a 5th woman in 2006, was handed 18 terms ranging from 3 to 35 years apiece. They are to be served consecutively and total 440 years. Jeff Pelo's case was a rather old but exceptionally one that was chilling to the bone. To think of people like him out there pretending to be normal family men. However, our next cases are less terrifying and more insanely annoying in comparison to Pelo, as these next officers try to win the supreme award of being the most unprofessional cop.
How much have you really had to drink?
Had 2 Coors Light and Dirty Bourbon, sir.
2 dirty 2?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be driving. You know that.
On December 3rd, 2023, at about 1:30 a.m., an officer in Albuquerque, New Mexico, was patrolling in his car when he noticed a black pickup speeding. Upon stopping the vehicle, the driver's identity shocked him.
Westbound 40, 161, black Dodge pickup, 28 target read, stand by, unknown occurrence.
How's it going? Not too bad. Lost a little home in New Mexico State Police. You understand the reason I'm stopping you? Way too fast. What's up with the speed? Got you. Driver's license? Just your driver's license. Cool. Step on another vehicle for me, please. Any weapons? Go sit on out. You know how fast you're going?
It's about 85, sir.
90? 65? What's the rush?
I was just trying to get us off.
Okay. Why are you walking away from me?
Oh, no reason, sir.
Okay. How much have you had to drink?
I had a beer.
Just one? All night?
Yes, sir.
You lying to me?
No, sir.
Cool. Hands right leg side. Step forward. Any head injuries?
Yes, sir.
Any contacts?
No, sir.
Okay, put your feet
Well,
together.
I have my contacts, actually.
Soft or hard?
Soft.
Go take a step forward for me, please. Feet together, hands directly to the side. See my finger? Yes. Follow my finger with your eyes and do not move your head. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The man behind the wheel was an off-duty policeman, Edgar Madrid, who was seen with bloodshot eyes and the smell of alcohol.
Madrid.
First name?
Edgar.
AR?
Yes, sir.
What's your birthday, Madrid?
92.
This is comfortable to walk in?
Yes, sir.
No injuries, correct?
No, sir.
Alright, sit tight, okay, Edgar? I'm going back to my unit, Madrid. Back, don't lean on me, okay? Good for name, date of birth. Edgar. Date of birth, 1992. You can also send 512 to my location.
Yeah. What's the location? 540 West Line 167. More, I'll be right with you.
Hey Sarge, if you get on from San Mateo, you'll run right into me. Dispatch will be 10-6 Fields.
Yeah.
The officer didn't believe Madrid's claim of having only one drink and suspected foul play, so he reported Madrid's location to other officers.
Edgar, I'm gonna have you stand right here facing your truck.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to picture the imagine laying on the ground from where your left foot is, straight on front from the rear bumper of your vehicle?
Yes, sir.
This line's gonna be approximately the width of your shoe. Do you understand that? Edgar, hands out of your pocket for me, please. I'm gonna have you put your left foot on that imaginary line. Take your right foot, place it directly in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe. Stop right there. Hands directly to your side. I will need you to remain in that position there, so I'm going to give you all the instructions. You will not start the test till I tell you to do so. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
On this imaginary line, you'll look downward at your feet. You will count each step out loud. You will touch heel to toe on each step. And you'll keep your hands directly at your side at all times. Do you have any questions? No questions at all? So look, I'm going to demonstrate this test to you. It's going to look like this, sir. 1, 2, 3. See how I did that? I took 3 steps. You will take 9 steps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
On your 9th step, your front foot will stay planted on the ground. With your back foot, which is your opposite foot, you will take a series of small steps, just like so, to turn yourself in the opposite direction. You see how I did so?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions on the turning process?
Yes, sir.
Now you're going to be facing the front of a patrol unit, and I'll proceed back 9 steps like so. 1, 2, 3. See how I did that? Once again, I took 3 steps. How many steps will you take?
9, sir.
Once you start this test, you cannot stop until it's completed fully. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
You completely understand all my instructions?
Yes.
Go and begin, sir.
1, 2, 3.
The officer conducted a sobriety test on Madrid, who merely nodded at the instructions but seemed zoned out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Face me. Put your feet together just like mine. Mr. Madrid, I'm going to have you remain in that position there. You will not start the test till I tell you to do so. Do you understand?
Yes.
But when I do tell you to do so, you're going to pick the foot of your choice. It could be your right foot or your left foot. You will lift that foot approximately 6 inches from the ground. You'll keep your foot parallel to the ground. You'll keep your hands directly at your side, both legs straight.
Yep.
You'll look down at your raised foot and you will count in upper manner by 1,000, similar to 1,001. 1002, 1003, 1004, and continue counting upward by 1000s until I tell you to stop. Mr. Madrid, it's been more than one drink, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
How much have you really had to drink?
Had 2 Coors Light and Dirty Bourbon, sir.
2 dirty 2?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be driving. You know that,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
And this is gonna hurt. It really is. But you know all the fields, right?
Yes, sir.
It's sad. It really is. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Leave them there. Madrid.
When Madrid failed the test, the officer had no choice but to arrest him. Though reluctant to arrest a fellow policeman, the law must be upheld.
You are being arrested for DWI. You have anything that's gonna stab me, poke me, or harm me in any way?
No, sir.
Based in front of my patrol unit. Go ahead, spread your feet. Madrid, listen to me. I'm about to tell you something important. Everyone under the influence of intoxicating liquor and or drug. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to reasonable opportunity range for a physician, a licensed nurse, a laboratory technician, or technologist who is employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice to perform additional chemical tests. Cost of this additional test will be paid by the law enforcement agency, which is New Mexico State Police. Do you agree to take our test? Yes or no?
No, sir.
I will continue. I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested. Do you understand?
The officer managed the situation with healthy professionalism, compared to Madrid, who, at the opposite side, drove recklessly as if the road were his personal track. Madrid was arrested and charged with aggravated DW1, speeding, driver's license not in possession, and no proof of insurance. He pleaded not guilty and has a pre-trial conference hearing on January 19th. As of Wednesday, Madrid is on administrative leave.
Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there. Or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back. I'm just got her keys.
In August 20th, 23, in McCracken County, Kentucky, a woman named Juniper was driving with her mother when a reckless deputy nearly collided with her vehicle. Both pulled over, and the deputy's footage revealed the true nature of the incident.
Hey, let me come here. Let me explain something to you. You're being extremely... No, don't walk away from me.
Am I under arrest?
No, just be extremely careful when you come up on somebody.
Okay, be extremely careful
Listen,
when you're
I didn't
driving
see
because you cut me off. You
Listen,
did
I
not even use your
see
turn
you.
signal. Use
At
your
the
turn
last
signal.
minute, he called. He needed me over here.
So use your turn
Okay,
signal.
I did not
Is that
know
the law?
that. Okay.
Are you supposed
Listen,
to use
do
your turn
not
signal?
come up threatening on me like that.
I'm
That's
not
a good way to
threatening.
go to
Look at
jail,
you.
okay?
For what? My bad drive?
No.
You're going to
you
send
do
me
not
to
come
jail
up
for
here
your
beating
bad
on my
driving.
window,
I
man.
knocked on your window.
Okay.
I knocked on your
Be
window
extremely
after
careful.
you
That's
cut
called
across
menacing.
2 lanes
Huh?
without your turn signal.
Oh, I think you're fixing to go to jail. But
Because of your
listen
bad
to
driving.
me. You do not come up in a protest like that, beating on my window.
I
You got
knocked on your
scared me because
window.
I had no clue you were there.
If a woman knocking on your window feels threatening, maybe law enforcement isn't for you. The officer wouldn't apologize. Instead, repeatedly threatened to arrest Juniper.
Okay. Well, did you have a clue I was behind you when you cut across 2
I
lanes
did
of
not.
traffic?
No, I
Then
did
you
not.
should drive better.
Okay. I have a dog in my back. It's hard for me to see. And I apologize to you. Now, this
I
will be the
didn't hear
third
that.
time.
Okay.
Okay. It's not extremely smart to be acting the way you're acting right now because I will put you in jail. Okay?
No,
I
I
will
don't.
put you in jail. I don't care.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand me?
Do I understand what?
That I will put you in jail.
For what?
First off, your disorderly conduct,
What
menacing,
disorderly
beating on my
menacing?
window like
You
that.
are
Okay?
armed to the teeth, and I'm menacing. I knocked
You don't
on
walk
your
up on
window.
us like that.
Okay. I drive away now.
Not yet, you're not.
Nowhere since the beginning of their interaction did the officer apologize once. But what did do more than one times is threaten to arrest her simply for standing up to him.
Do you have your driver's license on you, ma'am? Simple
it's a traffic
question.
stop.
It is now.
Why?
Because you got out on my vehicle and beat on my window. Now, right now, I'm investigating a disorderly conduct. I need to see your driver's license and your proof of insurance.
Okay, this is not a traffic stop. So I walked
Do
up.
you understand what I'm asking you?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
I, just don't
I
think
need you
you're
to
right.
get your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Well, for helping out your buddies, but you don't have to cross two lanes of traffic.
Need your driver's license. See your driver's license.
I'm sorry, please don't take it out of my head.
Let me have your driver's license
No,
so I
I
can
am
cut you a
required to
citation.
present it. Hey, give
Back
my
off
property
before
back.
you go to jail.
Give my property back.
Don't sit down. Don't be reaching in your car either.
For my phone.
I've got it all on record.
Yeah, y'all lose your cameras.
Ain't that? So, I can't do nothing with this dog in the back seat.
right there.
He stole my property.
Stay
he
right.
snatched it
No,
out
he
of my
didn't.
hand.
That's the state's property.
Pull up. I went in the car lane over there. I guess I cut in front of her. Never seen her over there. Of course, I can't say a whole lot of that. She comes up here. I'm getting ready to talk. You know, she comes beating over my window. Scares me to death. I had no clue. Jump out. She starts freaking boom, 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 boom. So I hit the record. Start recording. You know, she's going the way she's going. I mean, she's yelling, screaming. She's disorderly. I'm fixing to help her for disorderly. Hold that and go ahead and.
The deputy behaved more like a bully stealing lunch money when he forcibly snatched Juniper's ID away from her and quickly losing patience.
Okay, thank you. What's your name and badge number? May I go ask that person what his name and badge number is?
Hang out here. They ask you to stay put. Stay put. Be calm. They'll address you when they're ready, okay?
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
I'll talk to you in a minute, okay?
Disorderly conduct. Big on the window. We might have minutes now.
That's amazing. I would have 100% say that's amazing.
You just go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest.
For what?
Disorderly conduct and menacing.
Menace. This is funny. Okay.
Don't
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
You don't have to hand.
Put your hands behind your back.
You want my keys now? Yes, take me.
Hang tight. Don't be grabbing on stuff. Just hang tight.
Why?
Back up. Back up.
We'll give it to you, but don't be jerking out until we know. We don't know what you're pulling out of
Okay,
here.
well, you're not allowed to go in my pocket.
Okay, then have a seat. You don't want us to go in your... Yeah, actually, we can go in your pocket. You're under arrest, so
You're under arrest. Stop it.
That's my daughter.
I'm double locking these cuffs so they don't tie that on you, okay?
You got any pocket knives or anything on you?
Nope.
If she don't want to give her keys up, then we'll call that vehicle.
All right, I'm going to walk you back here, okay?
I would like to give my mother my keys now.
Okay.
I would like to give my mother my keys.
No, so you're not going to do it. You're handcuffed, okay?
I know.
So,
I want my
okay, so
mother to go in my
just
pocket.
listen to me. You're
No,
under
I want
arrest. So
her
this is
to
a
take
search incident to arrest, okay? I'm lawfully able to search you after
Okay.
you've been placed under arrest, okay?
Sure.
I understand, but I'm just telling you how it is.
The officers would finally find a perfect yet fake reason to have Juniper arrested, showing their real priorities lied with mistreating stranger women instead of actually doing their job.
Central, make sure we have a separate SRN for this incident.
Just unlock it.
That's the hard way to do it.
Well, I know. We kind of got it all wrapped up in there.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I wasn't the initial officer who was out here, so I'm going to make sure that he's okay with her having the keys, and if he's okay with it, then that's what we'll do, okay?
Sure.
Now, is there going to be any other, do you have any kind of weapons, guns, knives? I saw you hand a knife to your mom over there, okay? Is there anything else?
She took it out of my pocket.
I just want you to know, okay, I'm actively recording right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search you well enough to ensure that you don't have anything that's going to harm me, okay? Is there going to be anything that's tucked on you that the jail's going to find when a
Nope.
female officer searches you?
Nope.
Okay. So you do want your mom to have cash, correct?
I want her to have my keys, whatever's in my pockets.
Yes.
I'd like to keep my chapstick though.
Make sure there ain't nothing folded up in here. Put your wallet in your back pocket. Can you go ahead and just grab that out with your left hand?
Sure.
Okay. No, absolutely not. Okay. Yeah. Come here. Get on the.
I was just handing my property to my mother.
As the other deputy dealt with Juniper's arrest and her belongings, he handed them to her mother. This set him off, showing he was as unprofessional as the previous officer.
Hey. Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
You're not grabbing anything on this car.
Occupant in the vehicle. He has a Concord Fire Department shirt on.
Stay there. Do not touch those keys.
Excuse me. I'm not a freaking dog.
I'm going to let Croft decide what to do with the vehicle. And that's what I told her. I said, we're going to let them decide what to do with the vehicle until we start giving keys to people. So they're going to stay right there until Croft gives a call. All right.
Maybe the officer's parents never gave him much attention, but even that kind of excuse wouldn't justify him ego-tripping by bullying Juniper's mother as well.
You wish to talk to me about what happened today that led to this? Because it's honestly, I don't know. I rolled up here and the situation was already happening.
Right. Will it affect my arrest?
Do what?
Will it affect this? Do I get out?
No.
Okay, well, that cop, whoever, cut across 2 lanes of traffic.
We're at over here on the road.
On the bridge. Cut in front of me across 2 lanes of traffic, no lights, no signals. And I honked at him, and then I came here to tell him he was a bad driver, and this happened.
Well, so tell me how you went about telling him that he was a bad driver.
I just went up and knocked on his door. I knocked twice on glass. That's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you realize there's better. Would you agree that we could have went about this in a better way? You know that you can just go to the sheriff's department and say, "Hey, I want to talk with the sheriff. I've got a problem with what happened today on the road." Do you realize that's the way to go about this? Because I don't. Personally, let me tell you something. I do not enjoy taking away people's freedoms. I did not get in this job to do so. Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
Stay there.
I guess the main concern of these officers is not to be brave or uphold the law properly, but to sit around in their cars like little girls because they're afraid the adults might hurt them.
I mean, I want you to be able to just. I get frustrated on the road too. Even being in a marked police car, hey, people pull that in front of me all the time, and it's frustrating. And I want to go up there, and I want to say, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I can't because that's first of all that's extremely unprofessional, and there's better ways to do it.
Okay.
So
that's true.
I appreciate you being nice and cordial with me and talking to me. I promise I'm not a mean person, okay? Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. I'm going to do my best to be able to have your mom take the car where it doesn't get towed, okay?
I appreciate that.
All right, well, I'll be back with you in just a moment, okay? Can you feel the air?
Yes.
Okay.
This moment would solidify the loss of any chance the officers might have had at redeeming their action. Instead, they only doubled down on their hypocrisy. Juniper would be taken to the county jail that day, where she was forced to spend the night. Prosecutors would offer her a stipulation for an anger management course, which she decided she would only agree to if the arresting officer took driving classes. This request was denied. That brings to the end of today's cases. Please consider showing your support by liking this video, and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.